So, weiter geht's.
Been meaning to put up some guardrails.
Ja. Ich brauche überall schon ein Geländer. So.
No telling where the kid is now. But he'll be all right. Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home.
Okay, gut, hier geht's nicht weiter.
The calamity hit the Tassel terminals hardest of all.
Na, was ist denn da passiert?
You know why Zolf went back there. Zolf must be there all alone. Just waiting. All his old friends and family were there. You know what's funny? Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
So, wir rushen hier einfach jetzt mal durch.
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. What happens to Zolf won't matter. Zealandia will be whole again. Problem is,
Ja, hat doch gut geklappt.
no, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity, the way things were before this story. Good times, right? You'd be your old self again. You follow me? Think of all
Ach,
those
scheiße,
times
ich
that
muss
would
ja...
go your way.
Okay, ich muss jetzt in Bewegung bleiben.
Come on, keep your chin up. Imagine if you could have another go at him. No mistakes. Anyone you've ever hurt. Everything you've ever done. You could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
Den Geist von Vega. Den Geist. Closet. Marasin. Rajigas. Closet. Brasilis. Zombie.
Ah, who am I kidding? Look. There's something else. A confession.
Ach, shit.
How come I know so much about the Bastion?
Ach, shit.
Well, I designed the place. But that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already.
Aye.
What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing? The answer is... I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around. The weight of the calamity, it's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores. And we take off away from here. That way, all of us could leave the city together. You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
Okay, wir sind jetzt mega langsam in der Bewegung.
Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Zealandia. He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter.
Shit.
One thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy followed Zolf all the way home.
Also das Ding ist schon echt mega stark. Mega stark.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
Making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Open wide.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
Mega gut gehabt, die Szene. Hat mir sehr gut gefallen. Sehr emotional.
Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
You made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Ja, was jetzt? Ah, jetzt.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. But carrying on with you here, we can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces when we dock this thing right on that doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
I set myself fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home.
Ja, Bastion. Wie war denn Bastion? Bastion fand ich gar nicht mehr so schlecht, war echt mega interessant. Teilweise war es aber auch so, dass ich einfach keinen Bock mehr hatte auf dieses Level, auf bestimmte Level. Außerdem bin ich immer wieder runtergefallen und so weiter, aber das gehört halt zum Spiel dazu. Aber so finde ich das Spiel halt mega gut. Ich würde es auf jeden Fall jedem empfehlen. Ich habe das jetzt an 2 Tagen durchgespielt und ja, man braucht auf jeden Fall für jedes Level ungefähr eine gute Pause. Weil sonst zieht es sich so dermaßen in die Länge. Das war jetzt so mein Gefühl. Naja, jetzt werde ich erstmal aufhören und das nächste Spiel starten. Vielen Dank und auf Wiedersehen.